recognize me. People scream out at me.
Baby killer!
I never meant to kill that baby!
He's innocent. He thought it was a chicken.
Yeah, that's all
I
in
thought
the
it was
past.
a chicken!
That's all in the past now. Sit down, Jackie. Sit down. It's all in the past.
How could it be in the past? In the 80s, I could fly an attack helicopter. I could bomb any peasant village I want.
They were movies. They weren't real. Now we gotta get you real. I want you living a whole fake life online. That's step number one. We're getting you a Life Invader page. We're getting you a Bleeder account. And I want you posting all kinds of stupid, annoying opinions, okay? So we got them online. And then people started to make negative comments about it. And then we had a major setback. Go to hell! You know what, Jack? If you go around killing every asshole that talks shit on the internet, you're gonna have a few million assholes to kill.
Get some ammo, get some extra body bags, and get an extra large popcorn, because it's gonna be a long night. That's a quote.
That's a quote from when Jack was popular.
Oh, yeah. It's a quote from yourself. And you know what? I'm pitching your movie. Nobody's biting.
What if I had a sex thing? Like this. Hey, you got boop, 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 boop. And she's
bro.
like a boop, and I'm like a boop. I'm directing this picture because it's gonna be a #1 hit. Chinese people, who wants to get killed in a movie?
Get in the car. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I was inside a lady.
Imagine nothingness so pristine it's as far as the eye can see. Imagine being at the beach every day, but this beach is 400 miles wide and there's no water. Imagine the peace and tranquility of a place utterly devoid of life, like living on the moon, but with snakes. For millions of years, people lived where the water was, until now. The Gran Sonora Desert. Come live where there's nothing there.
In 1950, the first Up and Atom restaurant opened. Life was simpler then. The 50s were a sacred time for our nation. Good, clean food, happy, homogenous people, and well-segregated communities. An enemy we understood and could control with the threat of nuclear apocalypse. Such was the excitement of the atomic age. That can-do American spirit is in our DNA at Up and Atom. We invented the triple burger, the 10-slice of bacon triple cheese melt, an extra creamy jumbo shake, and of course, the legendary two-way speaker box for people that are too lazy to get out of their cars to eat. We don't succumb to trendy health fads. At Up and Atom, we've kept many of the same menu items. We still serve up all of your weekly saturated fat, salt, and sugar needs in one convenient setting. Up and Atom, food from when we were morally superior.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
We're reclaiming the rainbow!
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force, the upper middle class superhero team that protects your innocence any way they can. They are Tallulah, Sebastian Caden, Zoe, Quota, and Dirk.
We don't tolerate different.
We're heterosexual overdance!
Fighting evil in multicolored skin, tight cut off suspended. Cow! I'm happy to wait.
I don't even need to masturbate!
I did it all on the face of justice. Sex is bad.
And violence is good!
Gonna save the neighborhood from sex. Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force.
And what does science teach us that caused the dinosaurs to go extinct, Tallulah?
A giant meteor?
No, not a giant meteor.
Oh.
Sebastian Caden?
A huge flood?
That's right, Sebastian. A giant flood that in fact destroyed the dinosaurs and the Romans. Now, we as a civilization face an equally devastating threat from the environment. Now, what is that threat? quota.
Climate change?
Correct, climate change. Ergo, a dangerous change in our moral climate that makes us stop caring about the terrible menace that will alter the future of civilization as we know it. Yes, I am talking about a football game. Now, this weekend's big game against our arch rivals, Wickenburg Canyon High. These are evil, evil people that must be stopped. And next week we'll move on to the insect family and the important role abstinence plays in their survival. You see, family is important, people, and everyone in this school is like family. And that's why we don't sleep with each other, as incest is just icky.
Mr. Hitzman, did you really mean what you said?
Oh, yes. Crickets do talk, and they love waiting for that special person to make baby crickets with in a creative and loving way. Now, one day, when I've mastered my inappropriate longings, I hope to meet an understanding Mrs. Hitzman and have some little baby Hitzmans running around. We'd probably get a Manny to play with them and help out around the house a bit. Perhaps he would be a strapping German boy with brown shirt and big muscles and an enigmatic laugh that said more than words ever could. And then in summertime, he'd work topless, his Aryan sweat producing a glimmering sheen off his sizable...
No, about the end of the world.
Oh, yes, of course, but you guys are going to stop it. Observe Wickenburg Canyon High, state-funded.
Oh my God, ew!
There are some very dark things going on there in the name of so-called science. In fact, our recent intel tells us they are harvesting souls. That's right. Millions of little souls called stem cells. Now, Team Stem Cells are harvested from a pregnant woman's belly button near that smelly, disgusting hole thing they have down there.
Is that called a vagina?
Yuck! Don't even say it! I believe the male member is much more elegant and surprising. Why, one time, I was playing a game of sword fights with my
Sir, about saving the world?
Yes, we have to stop them. You see, they want to build a mutant army and give people extra arms and legs so they can win at football and fondle your wives and daughters at the same time.
Really?
Really? Hey, where's Dirk?
Hey, team! Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force, yeah!
Dirk?
Oh, yeah, sorry I'm tardy. I'm just so full of school spirit, you know? Parvenu Hills rules, woo!
That's okay, Dirk. You're good at sports, so we turn a collective blind eye to your remedial level reading skills.
And I can't read.
I know you can't. Lack of basic manners, mistreatment of classmates, and the fact that you're 25 years old and have yet to come close to graduating.
Oh, thank you, Hillary. I mean, Mr. Hitzman.
Yes, I was just telling the team about some of the terrible stuff that's been going on at Wickenburg.
Wickenburg can suck my nutsack, them boners!
Really? Can they? I mean, that won't be necessary, Dirk. Unless it would save America.
Now that would be controversial.
Maybe we should teach the controversy, Sebastian.
Atheists don't like that, sir. They like to present unproven theories made up by degenerates and transsexuals wearing dresses they call lab coats as if they're facts. Just like the fact that America is God's own country and our destiny is made manifest just like the earlier settlers did when they gave smallpox to the heathens so they could meet God quicker.
Very good, Quota.
Thank you, sir. I hope to one day be elected president, but based on my ability and integrity, not some liberal agenda which loves Muslims.
What a nice, noble, kind ambition. Although I hope to high hell it never comes true.
Me too, sir. I think I'll stick to basketball and making people feel uncomfortable when I talk to their daughter. I still don't have a date for the prom.
Oh, that's my boy. And I do mean boy in the most non-offensive way possible. Now, back to Wickenburg. I need you to do some reconnaissance. Listen closely. Here's what I'm thinking.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force! Kung Fu Laser Rainbow Force!
No! Reconnaissance! Go in your school clothes and report back.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force.
Oh my god, it's like a bomb went off.
I know. These people only have one home. How repulsive.
I imagine some of them share toilets. The very idea of putting my bottom where someone else's bottom has been. Ew, 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 ew.
Hey, knock it off! We gotta keep an eye out for the enemy.
I ain't scared of them. Handout kids and pregnant girls. They could clean my butthole. Can they?
Louisa, what are you doing here?
Who's she?
One of our house cleaners.
This is where I live.
Here? This slum?
This is a nice neighborhood. Besides, you only pay me $15,000 a year.
Now, Louisa, shame-o on you-o. Don't go asking for handouts. My family has worked hard for what they've got. Why don't you take the rest of the week off without pay and think about this little incident?
You're terrible.
Why do you say that?
You should have just fired her on the spot. Giving her time off, she'll do what all poor people do. Abuse drugs and have another kid. And I mean that compassionately. Oh my god! Look at that! Mortal sin at 3 o'clock.
Hey! Stop right there!
What's your problem?
We're heterosexual virgins and you're our problem!
What? Why?
Don't push your luck, kid. I know how it goes. You start by holding her hands. Then it's a trip up and down the bases, fingering the tush. Then you fire off a big home run, and before you know it, you got a kid on your hands who's gonna live his whole life in prison.
Yeah, spending my parents' tax dollars.
We were only holding hands.
I bet you smoke pot. Poor people love the pot.
No, I have asthma, thank you.
I bet you pleasure yourself.
Sometimes, but what's that?
And what's this?
Pornography! Amputee pornography!
That is a statue from the museum from the Renaissance. What are you talking about?
You fool! Museums are the worst. Subsidized dens of sin leading people astray. My father says we should stop subsidizing decadent culture and start supporting things that really matter. Like the oil industry.
I think we already do that.
Shut up, pervert! He wants to chop your arms off and have sexual intercourse with you.
We have pledged to wait, and your indecency has just offended these lovely, impressionable girls.
Yeah!
I'm just a teenage boy.
You're a degenerate.
You're a dickhead.
Say that again.
We were only holding hands, but we have made out once.
No!
Look, I don't want a kid yet, and I have masturbated. So what? You are dickheads.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force! He was leading you astray!
And we saved you from a life of vice.
And prostitution and picking up cigarette butts looking for a fix if she isn't a streetwalker already.
Are you?
What?
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
Well, we saved those kids from unnatural desires.
It's true that sometimes the only way to manage teenage sex is by acts of extreme violence.
Which is good because violence is awesome. Ew, this whole place smells so yucky.
Well, that's because we're near the school. Look, they're starting their spirit rally.
Stink pickle, rah, rah, rah.
Oh! Oh! It's horrible!
Are you okay?
I don't know. Something's wrong. My body's going through some changes.
I noticed.
I have these desires, and I can't control them.
Me too.
Desires to kill everyone in a violent, testosterone-fueled rage. My voice is changing, and I can shoot laser beams out of my eyes. Look! Feel my wrath, whore!
Let's get back to base. We need to regroup. Zoe? Don't make me smite you.
Yes. Smite me.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force.
Team, that is the spirit. It's so good to see young people motivated in a positive way. Oh my, what happened to you guys?
It was horrible, Mr. Hitzman. The girls weren't wearing pants.
Please, the vapors are enough to kill a man. Do you hear me, Zoe and Tallulah? You've been cursed.
No.
Now, gather round.
I have a plan. During tomorrow night's game, you sneak into the science wing of Wickenburg High, rescue the stem cells, and set them free in the forest, saving America in the process.
What's a plan?
Pay no attention to that now, Dirk, for it is time for the grand finale!
Beverly Hills Academy rules! Game on, Kung Fu Laser Girls, you hosers. You think you can defeat our alternative agenda quite so easily? Well, while you're out harvesting stem cells, we shall be harvesting you, eh? Hey? Ow!
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force.
The Life Invader tablet. It's time to dock. The future is now. Life Invader, the social networking site, announces its new tablet. It's not technology. It's your life. Live it the way you want. With a device that tells you what to do. It's time to dock. The Life Invader tablet. We've skipped a generation, so you don't have to. Live tomorrow. You will be connected to humanity. You will be docked. Invasion never felt so good. The Life Invader tablet.
The talent show America deserves. Fame or shame.
The winner gets $1 million and tours around the country before disappearing back to bitter obscurity.
The finals continue with Shemale Bop.
You guys are going to the finals.
Mimes on Fire.
Woo! What a talent! I've never seen someone set fire to their crotch before. Fantastic!
The most racist guy in America.
You all disgust me!
America loves you. You are in the finals.
Recorded live from the Vinewood Bowl. Who will win it all? Who will humiliate themselves in front of the world? Find out tonight on Fame or Shame, the finals. Now, please welcome your host, Laszlo.
Yeah! Oh, no, he didn't. Yes! Thank you! Thank you! Oh, thank you so much. It's great to be back. Thank you. Fame or Shame? Completely original television. Something you've never seen before. We've got desperados performing. We've got has-beens judging them. We've got an anodyne metrosexual holding everything together. We are down to the top acts. It's the finals! Yeah! And here are our Fame or Shame judges. Let's introduce, you love him, I love him, ladies and gentlemen, Hugh Harrison!
Woo! So, who are you calling a has-been?
Hugh, save the venom for the acts. They're not even out yet.
You have a stylist. What's she dressed you as? What do they call this look? Is that morgue chic? Gay romp. Is that what it is? Two gays, one cut. Look at you.
Oh my God. Come on, you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anita Mendoza!
Give the guy a break.
Guy or gay? Trapped so deep in the closet, his friends call him Mothball.
Okay, okay. Listen, why are you so fascinated with my sexuality? I mean, are you even really British?
Of course. I'm from Staffordshire-on-Sea, mate.
Okay, right. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Imran Shanoa! Imran, you're awfully quiet. Like, normally by now you're throwing refreshing sponsor beverages at me.
I've been meditating, Laszlo.
Well, try not to do it on live TV, all right? You're putting America to sleep.
In my silence, a great god came to me and asked me a question. Why does the metrosexual one dress like such a turd?
Hey, I'm not the one who cares about his performance tonight, all right? I've already won. It's Fame or Shame. We're all friends here. Friends who slightly loathe each other and say nasty things during contract renegotiations. And yes, before you ask, this is a Face brand watch.
Face, official chronograph of Fame or Shame.
Fantastic, Laszlo. And that reminds me, I'm just going to have a junk energy drink.
Junk, the official energy drink of fame or shame.
Really? I wanted a nice can of refreshing Sprunk.
Sprunk, the official soft drink of fame or shame.
Can I mention that I banged with Fleesa, so I've started paying for everything.
Fleesa, the official credit card of fame or shame.
Excellent. I love it. Subtle organic sponsor tie-ins. Nice.
Unlike your hair, you annoying poof.
Oh, you are too much. It's a combination of the accent and the incredibly witty lines.
Oh, yes. Well, the British, overweight, rainy rednecks who are always trying to sound smart. All right, let's get down to it. Enough of this nonsense. Tonight, in association with Lombank, here are some of Hugh's greatest moments from this season, just to fill some time.
You are absolutely awful. Almost as bad as Laszlo. That is like having my balls sucked by an elderly orangutan. And I'm not Laszlo, so that wouldn't be a lot of fun for me, would it? I really do hope and pray that you die a painful death. Immediately after Laszlo. I'm losing the will to live here. You really, truly, you're awful. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. I can't say it enough. I will say it again. Awful. Awful.
Wait, what are you doing? Get a while! Stop! Jesus Christ! We've got a great night of television for you. God damn it! You fucking... Oh!
You British have such a sophisticated sense of humor!
Yes, the British, so funny, so funny. I love you, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I love you too, right here. There you go. Yeah. The weird thing is he really does love me, yeah. Or at least he tries to, every night, in my dressing room.
Come on, please, all right? I was drunk, I mean, you? I'd rather finger that fat Irish singer we voted off last week.
Oh, the tabloids say you actually did.
What?
Had sex in exchange for advancing her to the final.
Oh, dear.
No. Please. Who listens to fat people? Or the tabloids? I mean, they're all so desperate. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, fame or shame, our next contestant, William Angio.
I am so excited. It's like when you sing a dream. I feel like you are singing straight to me.
Because I am.
All right. Come on. we got a show to do. All right, Hugh.
All right, well, we're glad you made it to the next round. We really want you to take your performance to the next level and prove the doubters wrong who are saying that me and everyone connected to the show have ruined pop music, because we have not. All right, anyway, be rude to Laszlo, he really likes it.
You really suck, dude.
Wait a second.
Lovely.
How could I suck? I host a talent show, all right? I'm on national television, and I get paid a lot, all right? And I get chicks. Here, smell.
No, God.
All right? Oh, sorry, that was a sandwich. Smell.
No, I don't want to smell your
She wasn't even that fat, all right? So I'm not gay. All right? Whatever, let's get to it, okay? I am so desperate to hear you sing. I mean, last time you were fantastic. So you're going to do a Love Fist classic, right?
No, it's from one of Jez's solo records, which I'm going to improvise with the help of this pre-recorded backing track, conveniently placed wind machine, and expensive mood lighting. It was #1 in Germany for 19 weeks. It's called This Is a Power Ballad.
All right, well, yeah, about the wind machine, me and the Stinky Finger Girl kind of busted it earlier, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, it's fame or shame for William Angio! Woo!
So hear it, we've been through a lot. We're both hurt, you've cried and I've cried tears, but no one's yet been shot. Our romance has dwindled and died, but it's a flame that will never die. And this is a power ballad, song about you and I usually sing about carnage and rape, but now I sure really hurt. I sit alone with my guitar on a fire escape, in the rain with dry hair but a soaking shirt. There's helicopters with floodlights showing the way.
It's ours!
Who are you to determine what's demeaning to women?
It's not demeaning. You subvert
truck and a depressing folk tune playing on the radio. This here's a free country, boy! Free, but with thousands of rules and regulations to keep greedy corporations like you in line. If you don't like it, move to China.
But because of the free trade agreement, that's where we'll have to move the company if we don't want to go out of business. We just want a sensible discussion of the issue.
Oh, you're nothing short of a disgrace. If peaceful protest won't change your mind, we're going to have to solve this the old-fashioned way. With mind-bending, liberal, impotent rage! A victory for the working man! My work here is done.
But our workplace is destroyed!
Ah, hell go on welfare! Kick back, get a six-pack and relax. You deserve it after all this work.
Why do we just want to work?
Braxton Industries, headed by billionaire liberal playboy Braxton Hunter, recently celebrated the closing of another highway to install more bike lanes and collective urban farms. Braxton recently returned from a trip to Antarctica on his private jumbo jet, where he'd been to accept an environmental award. Some critics say that Hunter is also the caped superhero Impotent Rage, because they look exactly alike and have the same voice, and Impotent Rage tends to show up right after Mr. Hunter quietly sneaks out. He has emphatically denied they are the same person. A hero of the liberal media, others say Hunter is a rich, entitled asshole with too much time on his hands.
What? I am not a rich, entitled asshole with too much time on my hands. Woo, baby! Now that is one productive day's work. I'm gonna go home and do some yoga, drink some wheatgrass, and go to my favorite farmer's market.
Good morning, Braxton. You look great. You've got a bunch of voicemail messages.
From whom?
Uberman.
Uberman! My arch nemesis! I hate that right-wing bully!
Hey, Impotent Rage, you pathetic hypocrite. I was just eating some whale sashimi and a manatee steak when my thoughts turned to you. Dumb, slow vegetarians whom the state will no longer protect. See you around, schmucko.
Oh, do I hate that man? Do I despise him?
Braxton, there. I know a way to calm you down. Something wet and relaxing that you'll really like.
Oh, a flaxseed smoothie. You've got a great idea, baby.
Braxton, I need to tell you something. I'm in love with you. I want you to take me, rip my clothes off, and thrust yourself inside me. Sometimes I feel like you don't even notice I'm here.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? Oh, it's okay. I get emotional about this stuff too, Violet. The environment, marriage rights, hemp clothing, recycling, placenta cakes. You know, I became a liberal at a very young age. My parents were... Violet, we're about to start the flashback sequence, so please wiggle back and forth from me now.
Okay.
My parents moved here as immigrants from Vice City and built a huge empire, exploiting people mercilessly. My father made a fortune strip mining, whaling, dumping toxic pollution, and marketing tobacco. He's a womanizer. And much more interesting than me, he belittled me constantly. And then he died before he could write me out of his will. And so I became the majority shareholder in a huge multinational company. I traveled the world. I joined lots of NGOs and did what any other impossibly rich, sexually confused rich kid does. Became a superhero. Through the art of self-meditation, yoga, and a freak green energy accident, which gave me unnatural godlike powers, I became Impotent Rage! Wait, what's that?
What is it?
It's my echo sense going off. That man.
Tom Connors here. How can I help you, sir? Hello? That can't be done right now. I'm very sorry. Of course. May I ask where to? And where shall I have your driver drop you? Certainly. What's your destination? Of course. May I ask where to? Call back if you need something. Day or night?
How's it going?
A reminder to our VIP members. Take advantage of our luxury valet, limousine, and helicopter services.
Good to have Mr. Chang back amongst us. He's quite a character. Don't be shy. I'll have heard it before. So, how are you? Something you want? Don't be shy. I'll have heard it before. Something you want?
Sorry, I won't be alone. Just ordering a few cases of the good tea.
All the best.
A glass of a house red, please.
Trippy.
Welcome. Time to send in your bets. All bets are closed. It's time to play. A 15. That's an 8. Another card? Too high. There's an 18. Dealer wins. Your luck could change soon. Well, hello, sir. I'll need your bets now, please. Great. Bets are now closed. Let's begin. 15. 9. Card? That's 15. Another card? 15. 18. House wins. You'll just need to come back again to win it all back, right?
Okay, time for another dare. 5 common mirrors. Nice. You rock, babe.
Hello, sir. How can I be of help today? Excellent. It's on its way.
Hello, you're through to Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Great. So it's available for pickup at our nearest location, sir.
shit stomper!
If I don't return this, I'm fucked.
Come on, then.
I
Come on!
so don't have to take shit from someone at the bottom of the totem pole.
Miscreant.
I guess you won't really be making much impact on the world.
Let's roll! Ignoramus.
You're just one of those fringe people, aren't you? I guess you won't really be making much impact on the world.
Ignoramus.